Very often nausea is the first sign that you're pregnant, and the first thing that alerts you to run out and get that pregnancy test and see what's actually going on. Now, typically nausea will last only for the first 12 weeks of pregnancy, but it can go on for up to 16. And there are some women who unfortunately experience nausea and vomiting throughout their pregnancy. And note that I don't call it morning sickness, because although it usually happens in the morning, a lot of women will experience nausea throughout the day. Not everybody vomits. It is just this constant feeling of feeling just a little bit icky, which is very debilitating, especially if you are still working and looking for solutions. The first thing I want to do to reassure you about is that it is completely normal. It is caused largely by the hormones of pregnancy, and all the hormones of pregnancy are necessary to support the implantation of the embryo and all the things that are happening in your body. And in many ways, it's because there is so much happening in those first weeks that your body is just is sending all its resources to what is happening there. And that just makes you feel tired, nauseous, and a little bit otherwise. Now, underneath this video, you will see some things that I recommend for nausea. And I encourage you to come in and share in the group when you're feeling nauseous and asking others for what worked for them, because what works for you will not necessarily work for everyone, which is why there are so many things. But the list that I've added here are the most common ones, and hopefully one of those is going to be the one that helps you. If it doesn't, it's literally one of those things that you have to just use as an opportunity to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the reason I say that is because when you go into labor, labor is a new and potentially, well, not uncomfortable, but it's certainly incredibly intense experience that you're going to be going through. It's something that you've never experienced before. There's a natural fear of the unknown, and it is the same thing in many ways. Just like in the first 12 weeks of your pregnancy, there's so much happening as your baby is developing. So I remember by the end of 12 weeks, your baby's completely formed, and then all the organs and everything are just growing. At the end of your pregnancy, when baby is now ready to be born, fully cooked, and you go into labor, that is once again a short, intense time where there's incredible changes happening in your body. Your body is now going from spending 9 months creating and nurturing and protecting and keeping your baby safe. It is changing function and saying, right, now all of those systems that kept the baby in need to start to change and go into action to get the baby out. So all the systems that took place that made you feel ill in the first trimester are now shifting around, and you're not going to feel nauseous, but it's going to be as an intense of a physical all body experience. So use the nausea and discomfort in early pregnancy to learn how to get comfortable and how to tune into your intuition and manage that sense of discomfort. But also, even though it is so uncomfortable, to just think about what is actually happening in your body. And the reason that you're feeling so uncomfortable, all those hormones are rushing around and doing what they need to do to nurture and protect your baby and set the systems in place that will nurture and protect and grow your baby over the next months as you get ready to go into labor.